I love you. Look at the bag, okay. Oh, you can go with me. I look at my shoes. You're the best. Hello, my loves. You're so cute. Let me turn this on, please. There we go. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing in that bucket, sir? Are you okay? Hey, Bubba, don't do that. He's weird. I know. He's okay. He's all right. He's just being goofy. He's just being goofy. Tummy hurts, buddy. Hey, guys. How are you? Hey, everybody. I hope you're having a good weekend. Happy birthday, DJ. Hey, Corbin. How are you? What a mess. It's been a day, guys. It's a good day, but it's been a day. It's DJ's birthday. He's partying tomorrow, though. He wanted to wait till it was like a full day. Oh, thank you. It was interesting. It really was. It was a very interesting phone call. Let's not talk about it today, Corbin, because I've had a busy day, okay? No, I just got here. You're not late. Hey, Alvin, welcome. Hey, one of my new friends is here. I'm going to turn you blue, Alvin. That way you can interact with everyone a little more easily, and I've seen you. I know you're not a troll or anything weird. Hey, old guy Mitch. Sorry, guys, I've been feeling really nauseous today. So I'm decompressing, I think. I haven't even picked up the poop. You guys, it's been a day. Let's start with today. So I was still decompressing. I was super emotional this morning. Just feeling a little bit nauseous. About 9, I don't know what time it was actually. Dakota had a couple seizures this morning. He's totally feeling great now. But it was like, it's always like a thing, you know? So my whole house right now smells like urine because he loses his bladder. And he smells really bad. My house is a mess, but we're just chilling, making sure he's okay. But he's totally okay now. Lola, can you not? They were so naughty yesterday, you guys. Let me first say how, let's start with the beginning. You did? All things country. Nothing too exciting, right? Hey, we got Blood Dragon. How, buddy? We got Mark 2. We got all the good guys here. Oh, let me make sure my live chat is on. I'm the worst at that. Oh, hi, Elizabeth. Welcome. How are you? It's nice to have you. You guys, this is a new friend I made today. I really like her. Elizabeth, since I know you're a nice person, I turn my friends blue. So long as they're not. I don't do children blue anymore. But I'm going to make you blue so you can interact with my friends. Let me just tell you guys. I will talk about the thing with my dad in a minute. Give me a minute. I'm working up to that. It was a whole day. It was just such a weird day. Look at these clouds, you guys. I'm sorry. Squirrel. It's going to storm. It's been cool today. And those clouds are looking ominous, right? They're beautiful, but big. So let me tell you why. Okay, my aunt was driving me home after the call, right? Okay, Corbin. Okay, sure, maiden. Keep telling yourself that. My aunt, well, I get a call when I was gone on the way back, but my aunt doesn't live in the same town I live in. So we're probably 20, 25 minutes away, and my phone rings, and it's my friend / next door neighbor. And I answer, and I say, what did my dogs do? I knew immediately. My neighbor's like out of breath. I can tell she's like, I think she's running. I'm like, what did they do? And she goes, they're out. They're running down the street. I'm like, no way. There's no way. Let me tell you why that's not possible. It's not possible. Like, dead ass. There's no way. Let me tell you why. Because I left them both in the house. In the house. Inside. Door closed. Front door closed. They don't know how to open this bad boy, right? I know about the front windows. Lola's crazy. So you know what I did? I pushed these blinds all the way up so she wouldn't eat them. Shut both the windows. Shut the bedroom doors. The bathroom door. The only thing that was open at all was like this kitchen window. About, like an inch. Like 2 inches, let's say, right? It's the only thing that was open. So there's no way they can get out of the house, out of the gate, and be running. There's just no way. And plus, like under that window, this is under that window. It's quite a jump, and my green machine is below there. There's just no way. Lola, she's crazy. Dakota, he's lazy. So I'm like, there's no way. But yeah, she's like, I got them back. I put them in your yard. I shut the yard. I'm like, there's no way. Did someone rob me? Was my house broken into? I'll tell you in a minute, Sharon. It's good to see you, buddy. Hi, honey. Oh, hi, Jumpy. Hi, Gertrude. So I'm like, there's no way. You know what happened? Yeah, they were both out. Door was still shut. You know what they did? Lola not only opened this window, it was like this much open, right? She shoved it open and straight up jumped through my kitchen window and banged on the gate until it opened. It wasn't dummy locked because the dogs are in the house, right? No. That bitch ruined my window, jumped out it with her brother. They could have got so hurt. They had to have landed on my little bike, busted the window, opened the gate, and went for a fucking run. Are you serious, bro? I could not believe it. They're so naughty. But that's just all the exciting part. So lucky that my friend was like, I saw your dogs. I brought them home. So lucky. Is that not crazy, you guys? Has anyone ever seen a dog that is such... And not only that, Dakota had someone, I believe it was Dakota, had diarrhea on the floor. It was really pleasant to come home to. But I was so relieved that they were okay and they were home that I didn't care. So yeah, so eventful, right? Hey, Waffles, how are you, honey? Very lucky, right? I'm the luckiest. So that happened. I get home this morning. Dakota had his seizures, pee all over the house. I still haven't cleaned it up, you guys. Like, this is my life, and I love it. Never a dull moment, you guys. I'm a dog too. Hi, honey. It's so nice to have you here, Jen. You guys, I know you've met Genevieve once at least. This lady is the live stream queen. Such a smart lady. Beautiful too, but so smart. No way, dude. On the roof. How? How? Here's Sigrid. Hi, honey. How are you? Hope your mama's doing good. Waffles is here too. And Gertrude. We got our old guy Mitch. Oh my gosh, the anxiety. All things country, that would be it. I don't think I could handle it. That's crazy. They're just... I think we're going to have to talk about... First thing we did was we are upping his CBD dose, but he's going to have to go back to the vet. We're going to have to seriously consider one of the really heavy anti-seizure medications if this continues, because if he keeps... Oh, Kenneth, hi, buddy. It's so good to have you, Kenneth Bird. Because if he keeps having them more often, it's not going to be manageable with the CBDs. That's crazy, Maiden. I never thought they would do that. Lola is so stubborn, though. She's like, no, I'm going with you. And I'm like, no, it's fine. You know, they'll be okay. Apparently not. I cannot leave them home alone anymore. You saw her today? Oh, that's so cool. I'm so glad, Mr. Siegfried. Oh, we got the Great Legend Show. Hi, how are you? I love Mitch. He is so cool. Hi, buddy. There's Dakota. Lola's following him around, worried. She always is so weird after that. Like, she gets so worried. I have to shut her out because I don't want her to get bit when he's having a seizure. But it's crazy. So, right? He's a legend. It's because he's so kind. Hi, lovely. Don't eat that bug. Don't eat that bug and then try to kiss me. So, I always feel like it is. Like, he just can't handle me not being home. And I feel so guilty because he has such separation anxiety. And I feel so bad not being here because I know that he can't. Lola, neither one of them can handle it. So, okay, Corbin, have a good life. I'm going to tell you guys, give me 1 second. What do you guys want? What do you need? Did you sit on the remote because the TV came on? Yeah, you did. You guys sat on the remote. You turned the TV on. So, hi, girl. Hi. So, let me tell you about my experience of my aunt's yesterday. So, it was kind of a weird day. I was really excited. Like, I don't know why, but like, I don't think I had a lot of nerves. But then on the way to her house, I was so nauseous that I almost had to ask her to stop the car. Oh, thanks, Big Movie. It's great to see you, buddy. One of our biggest supporters, a really good channel, really good stuff. Hi, Kitty. How are you? So I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. You guys, can you see this chopper? It's like super close. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. Top of the trees. I think it's the Cal Fire chopper for the fires. I'm not positive, but I think so. Yeah, her Siegfried has two big Rottweilers. Sharon and Jackson has a really cute dog too. You gotta see her dog. Oh, hi, how are you, Matzi? 2 a.m., you night owl. Yeah, and that's exactly what it looked like. Are you okay? Lola, stay off of him, please. He needs a break. He's tired. No, honey, no ear. You're okay, buddy. I got you. You okay? You smell like pee-pee, huh? We're gonna get a bath soon. Yeah, you are. You're gonna get a bath soon, huh? Well, you're dinky. Lola, don't lick his ear. Girl, I know you're there. I do. Hi, buddy. Your mommy loves you. Yes. Do you need hugs? Okay, sorry. He needs a hug. Oh, thanks, buddy. Are you wiping your face on me? Buddy, what's going on? What are you doing? That's you smell. You're stinky. You're a stinky boy today. Okay. You're so cute. Sorry. I can't ignore him today. It's been a day for him. He's had a hard day. He just needs some mommy, huh? Lola, no more ears. No, no more. That's going to give you an ear infection, yeah. Hi, buddy. Are you the star of the show? I think you are. He's really like needy today, so sorry. Give me a minute. I love you so much. Are you feeling better? Are you okay? Yeah. Go drink some water, buddy. Go drink some water. Yeah, drink some water. All right, I think he's okay. Sorry. No sleep. I used to have insomnia and it drives me insane. Thank you, Elizabeth. Elizabeth is, she's the mother of pets too. I believe, right? 11? She's a really sweet. Oh, bug. Oh, we got Hooking Good. Hi, honey. How are you? Tina C. So nice to have you. All right. He smells so bad right now, but I can't. I have to wait until someone can come over tonight and help me. I can't get him in the tub by myself. He's way too heavy. I used to have it so bad. Sometimes I still do. Now I know mine is a lot related to like anxiety. But I'm telling you, the only thing I have ever been able to do with it is running. Tire my ass out. It's good for my mental health. Oh no, you strike me as a lady who would have like a lot of pets because you're so sweet. I think. Where was I? Oh, hi, Landon. I love your face, buddy. How are you? Sorry, it's been such like when I woke up this morning, so emotional. So, okay, here's what happened. I go to my aunt's. I'm so car sick, which is like hasn't happened in a while. But granted, I ride an electric scooter. So, thank you so much, Big Movie. You're such a great guy. We love having you here. Oh, wow, that's really cool. I hope that you get somewhere where you can make all your own choices and have as many pets as you want soon. That's awesome. And actually, I found out yesterday my biological father also currently lives in a halfway house in San Francisco, my very favorite place in the whole world. Um, he, I got to my aunt's really sick, and I wore a swimsuit. I put it on. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. It was just my female cousins and my nephews and my aunt and an uncle, but still, it took a lot of guts because I didn't feel confident. But it was pretty cool. Lizards, that's really cool. Montana, that's really cool. We have a friend, Tiffany, who's from Montana, who's usually hanging out here. Hey, Jim, how are you? We got Jim's Camera at Dawn, one of my favorite video channels because he's so good at capturing the sunsets. And the sunrise is my favorite. Thanks for stopping by, Jim. Thanks for keeping me on your prayer list. I actually put you on. It's only fair on mine, so I appreciate you. I'm not, but thank you for saying that. It's really kind. So, something really fun did happen. I have notes. I'm sorry. Do you guys mind if I grab my notes? Because there was like stuff that I just thought was kind of important I wanted to bring up while you were here. Sorry. Let me grab my little notes. Here we go. You guys know I get squirrel brain. Squirrel. Hi, Mama. So, yeah. Hi, girl. They're lurkers today. Sorry. I'm especially attentive to Dakota today because he had like 2 seizures. So I'm 99% sure that he's good until his next episode because he's acting a lot better. The past few days he had been like really lethargic compared and like kind of sleepy. I feel so guilty because I had such a bad feeling. I was like, no, he's not due. And it didn't happen till today, but I think it was the stress of me not being here for so long. Anyhow, yeah, you know what's so funny? I have to bring this up. This is not on my list, but I have to say this. I know it is so hard to see him like that. Ugh, it is awful. But he is feeling so much better now, and I'm so glad. Whew. Okay, so what was I going to bring up? Oh, you know what was weird though? Also today, I was just for like an hour and a half. I was watching Adventure America in a live stream. They're one of our friends. I don't know if you guys know them. I love Jay and Silent Bob. See, that's one of my favorites. Nostalgic, right? I love that. Thank you, Matzi. Hold on, I heard something. Hey, no ear. Lola, I can see you. I know what you're doing always. Get out of his ear. Let's go. Come outside if you can't stay out of your brother's ear, dude. I knew she was doing something evil. Yeah, stay where I can see you, punk. So Jay and Silent Bob is like, it's a nostalgic stoner movie from was it early 2000s or late 90s? It's really funny. It's about these dudes that just hang out pretty much at this convenience store and they're hilarious. It's kind of a cult classic. You gotta see some of it. It is funny stuff. And the guy that Silent Bob, I always forget his name, but he struggles so heavy with like anxiety. I've watched some of his stuff on YouTube. He has such great tips for dealing with depression, anxiety, disassociation. He's really, really smart. Yeah, that is how it started, isn't it? That's crazy. Thank you, Kevin Smith. It's so easy. Why can I not remember their names? And Jason Mewes. Never can I remember. Oh, it wasn't Silent. No, it was Silent Bob. Yeah, and he has the greatest stuff. He's just such a smart guy. But I was watching Adventure America's live stream today, and they were like road tripping on the beach, going to different beaches and just looking at really beautiful stuff. And I just got so car sick on my laptop. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm just like, I maybe it's just nerves decompressing, you know? Hi Tim, how are you, Tim Windsor? It's so nice to have you always. We're just getting into the good stuff. So, also I got urinated on. I thought that was fun. Yes, not by a dog, by my nephew. And he had no shame in his game. He is freaking adorable. He's not even 2 yet, I think. And we were hanging out. He's sitting on my lap. He's eating a popsicle. We were swimming. We were playing forever. He's sitting there in his swimsuit. And I see the stream and I feel the warmth going down my leg. And he is grinning, eating a popsicle, just peeing, sitting in our swimsuits, and he is peeing on my leg. That has never happened to me. It kind of melted my heart as well as grossed me out. I love that little guy so hard. Absolutely no. It's not a party if you don't get peed on. Absolutely not. That's really not my thing, but it wasn't like an R. Kelly kind of pee on me. It was like a little baby who just thinks I'm the coolest that I just introduced to Pez candy. Yeah. Aunt Joe brought him a giant Pez dispenser. It was pretty cool. And he likes the pink ones. So we had a good time. What else? Where are my notes? Sorry, buddy. Hi. Are you? They're so needy. They're not always like this, but they're like, they do not like when I'm not home. Rips my heart out. I really thought it would be okay. I was more worried that like they would pee on the floor because they were pissed off or pee on my shoes. But no, massive diarrhea, and they busted the screen out the window, opened the gate, and went down the road. Like, really? Girl. So many bad things could have happened. What if Dakota had had a seizure on the street and, God forbid, gotten hit by a car? Ugh, I'm so lucky they're okay. So lucky that my friend is so considerate, you know? Exactly. You'll get it if you hang out enough. There's like, wait long enough, someone will be like, you got a spammer. So yeah, I got peed on and it wasn't as bad as I would have thought. Yeah, pretty cool. Oh, and we even got, okay, what is up? I'm like Dr. Doolittle today. Hi, buddy. So many animals. I'm just so popular. Can't go anywhere. Oh gosh, that's funny. Right? First time for everything. Hi, Bobo. Hello, Bruce Bochy. So, I get to my aunt's, we swim, we do all the stuff. There's my brand new nephew, my 3-year-old nephew, my 2-year-old nephew, all the cousins, my uncle, my aunt. Everyone is so busy and having so much fun. And all of a sudden, I get like a wild hair. And I cannot, like, the whole time, I'm just like in my head, I'm just thinking about it. Like, oh gosh, like, when am I going to do this? What do I say? Is it too late right now? Is it too early? Is he going to answer? Is it a cell phone? Is it a house phone? Is it even his phone? Does he answer numbers he's not familiar with? So what I ended up doing, Lola, don't you start barking. You be a good girl. So I ended up sneaking off in a corner with my cell phone. And, hey, Michael's Jones our season 9. It's great to have you. So I wandered off in a corner with my cell phone. And all of a sudden, I dialed the number. I just hit call just to see what would happen. I was pretty sure I was going to hang up if someone answered. I was like 99% sure I was going to hang up when someone answered because I didn't know what I was going to say. It went straight to an answering machine. And so I'm like, oh, that's so rude. If I hang up, it's already beeped. So I'm like, hi. I think my number is, which was wrong. I didn't say my name. I didn't say who I was calling for. I gave the wrong number and then I hung up. Really, really smart. So then like an hour and a half later, we're all inside. I've changed from my pee clothes. And my aunt is like, she's like, So what do you think? Do you want to call? And I go, yeah, I tried. No one answered. She goes, you did? No, you didn't. And I go, yeah, I just dialed it just to see what would happen. No one answered. It went to a voicemail. And she's like, do you want to try again? And I go, we could. So I'm not expecting anyone's going to answer. So I call it, and the man's voice answers. And I'm like, hi, is this Tim? But my cell phone gets really bad service because my aunt lives kind of in the middle of nowhere. And so he's like, yeah. And then he goes, Joe? Joe? But he couldn't hear me. So my aunt's like, do you want to use my house phone? And she goes, hey, you little butthole, stop your barking right now. That's too much. Gosh, she scared me. So my aunt gives me her phone, and I call the number, and it's on speakerphone because it's too awkward for me not to be. All my cousins are around, my aunt, my uncle, and like, to be honest with you, I don't even remember what all was said. What I can tell you, I'll try to remember it all, but this is what I think was so interesting is, like, by the end of the call, we started talking a little bit about, personal stuff. I didn't realize I was shivering, like I was freezing so bad that I could hardly talk, and I was literally shaking. To when I hung up, my all my cousins were like, "Are you okay? You're shaking. Are you okay?" And I was like, "Oh wow, I really am." And I couldn't stop for a little bit. It was like, I don't know what happened. It was like literally my teeth were chattering so hard I bit my tongue. I was shaking. It was so bizarre. The phone call started, and I just was like, I I'm the first thing I remember was like, "Hi, it's me." I don't remember the if I said like polite things in the beginning. I just know that I was like, I said, "I just want to start off by telling you how sorry I am because I saw that your mom died 2 years ago, and I'm so sorry that I wasn't around. I'm so sorry that happened and you were in jail." And he was like, "Wow, thank you so much. That means a lot." And we just started talking. The first time, the first thing I started talking about was like, have you been to any games? Because he's in San Francisco. And he goes, I have to tell you something. Your grandmother, his mom that just passed away, and he are the biggest, die-hardest San Francisco Giants fan that anyone has ever met. He and his mother were like me, like it's a problem. Like I have ended friendships. I know that sounds ridiculous, and I think I've grown since then, but I did in fact tell a man who came on a blind date to my house in a Dodgers hat that I would not be going on that date with him and that his hat was stupid, and I told him to leave. I also got into a verbal feud on a bus with a senior citizen with a Dodgers hat. This was years ago. I believe I've grown, but like it's a problem. It's a problem. So we started talking about the Giants, and I was like, okay, I need to know, I need to ask you something serious. Like, first of all, yes, he had been to a game. I don't know, Jay's not here, but Jay, he was at the game when the Giants kicked your Cubbies' ass. Pretty cool. Yeah. I was pretty stoked for him to be there at a winning game. And then I said, I need to know who is your favorite Giant this season. And much to my amazement, he said it was Yastrzemski, who I already nicknamed my little nephew Yasin Yastrzemski. Just saying, that was pretty cool. And I wanted to ask about his past and his mental state and his drug use and the woman who he killed with a knife. Um, and I didn't have to. I told him, I said, I, because I'd actually found his prison address and written him a couple letters over 10 years ago before I fell into my really deep depression. And I told him, I said, I don't really remember anything that I wrote in those letters. Um, I know that it was too much, and that's why I didn't write you again. And I literally have blocked it out. Um, Pretty much anything I knew about him. And I told him, I said, around that time, I was in a really abusive relationship. Um, and that ended. And then the father that had raised me, after my grandmother died, got with this other lady and just stopped talking to me. And it all like, that really led to my deep, deep depression. I told him I just was using whatever substance whoever was around me was using, not anything in particular, and went into a deep ass depression that I could not get out of, and just isolated from everyone I knew. I just turned my back on everyone. And he said, wow, that's interesting because, and then he surprised me. He said, I never knew until I got to prison that I have severe anxiety disorder and major depressive disorder. And wow, my jaw like hit the ground. He was like, I don't know where it came from. No one else in my family ever had it. And I was like, that is exactly what I have. That's exactly the two things that I was diagnosed with, among something called complex PTSD, but it's a whole different ballgame. But it really like blew my mind. Everyone needs to stay in school. I've grown, but that really, like, he said to me, he was like, I didn't know that my entire life I was so depressed and so mentally ill that I was using so many drugs so often, so hard, that I lost myself because I was medicating because I did not know what was wrong with me and I couldn't get it together. He's like, I was never a violent person. I was never a bad person, but I was such a sad person that I just didn't care anymore. And he said he's been sober for 23 years since the day he got to prison. And he, he repented. He got really into psychology, his own psychology classes, meetings, and he feels like he's not even the same person. And I said, that's so crazy, because I literally said to my aunt the other day, like, a year and a half ago, I didn't think how I think now about anything. My dad said this to me and it struck a chord. I just said, my dad. Isn't that cool? My dad said this to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's my epiphany. He was like, I really didn't realize how much happiness and beauty is in this world sober. I didn't think it was possible. And I was like, wow, that's exactly how I felt. And now I'm like, I would never give up this fight to stay out of depression, this sobriety, this going on runs, this hikes, this beautiful world that's so natural provided for me. Like, I would never give it up. And I never knew it was right there beyond my nose. And so that really, I'm not going to cry today. So I am a badass, you guys. I am being so tough because I cried all day before today. It was really weird, you guys, but it was crazy how comfortable the conversation was on speakerphone with my whole family listening. I like forgot they were there. And you guys, I can't speak to anyone in person or on the phone like that. Hardly ever. I don't know how long we were on the phone, but this is hard for me, you guys, because I have always been such a sucker, you guys. And people get so, literally, you guys, I was like, are you allowed to live with family? I spoke to him for 10 minutes and my aunt's like, reel it in, girl. Bitch, you're getting crazy. Because I'm such a sucker. And like, I see the very best in people. And he is so warm. And like, at the end of the conversation, he's like, I always loved you, Joe. I always did. And I'm immediately like, I have to tell you right now, you guys, I'm already like, I'm probably going to leave YouTube. I have got to find meaningful employment because I have to help him. Like, and everyone in my life is like, whoa, chill. But I've always been the one who's like, I need to get together because he needs someone. He's 66 years old. For the first time in his life, he's out, he's free, he's sober. His mother, like my grandmother, died. He's all by himself. And to hear him say, to try to get into a house for homeless men at 66, to feel so alone in this world. and be so positive, like, broke my heart. I was like, I cannot allow him to be transitional homeless housing. But I also know that, like, that I have been a victim so many times of my own good intentions, you know? And so that's where I get tied up. It's like I need to do what is best for me, but it's a fine line. And he did not ask me for anything. Please understand, he didn't ask me for anything. He is so positive, and he's like, I'm going to figure this out on my own, and I'm going to get Social Security, you know, and do this. I just got to try to get housing in the meantime. And I'm, you know, Paul, I saw you come in. I'm so sorry I didn't say hi. I'm just in my head. John, it's so good to see you. I called him Woodblood forever. I called him Wood Dragoon forever. So don't feel bad. And he graciously allowed it. I was like, Wood Dragoon! Old eyes. Zed also has bad eyes. Suspicious Guys, hi, honey. We got Paul in the 619, you guys. A really good channel. So that's where we're at, you guys. And it, like, I woke up this morning super early, just feeling really nauseous, couldn't sleep. Just so emotional, like crying, like, I don't know, you guys. You know me. I'm just a mess. But it's like at the same time, ooh, I do not want to fucking cry on the internet again. I don't want to do this. Give me a minute. I can't cry again on the internet. I hate it. Hi, Bubba. It's Saturday and I had a day. Fuck it. Okay, guys, we're wilding out. I'm not going to cry again on the internet. I refuse to cry again ever again on the internet because it makes me look so stupid. It makes me feel stupid, and I don't want to do that. I want to be a badass. I want to be tough. And I am so tired of feeling like all I do is come on here and be a big wussy. I'm not going to do it. So, cheers. Bloop, bloop, B words. It's Saturday, isn't it? I don't know. I don't care. I don't typically drink, but it's Saturday, and I've had a hell of a 24 hours. Okay, I don't typically drink, but that's really good. Anyhow, sorry guys, I'm a little bit stuck in my head. Oh, hey Emily, how are you, honey? I'm so sorry I missed your birthday. I totally skipped your birthday. It was like 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Honey, happy birthday. No, I've learned to grow since then. It's okay if you like the Raiders. I respect it. I feel so stupid. Like, all I do is come on here and cry, and it's embarrassing, you guys. I'm such an emotional person, and I love that about me, but I don't like that. I do and I don't like it, you know? It's a double edged sword. I don't want to cry anymore on the internet. I don't. But I know me, so just in case. Cheers, bloop, bloop. Sorry, guys, if you're new here, I'm Joe. I'm a dork. And recently I've begun saying bloop, bloop, bitches, which means I do what I want. It's a long story, so don't be offended. I don't think you're a B word. I just like saying it. Makes me laugh. I'm not leaking. Do you see any tears? No. You see poofiness because I had tears for like the past 14 hours. Such a girl. Why? I was already crying. Dakota had seizures. It's been a day. A good day, though. It's a good thing, except for the seizures, of course. So here's the thing about Paul, to get back to your point. Lemonade, okay, but you gotta have the Cuervo that goes in it. This is my drink of choice. It's always the margarita, the green. If I had some salt on the rim, I'd be in heaven. One does it, though. I get what you're saying, and I totally agree with that, J80 Hobbies. By the way, it's so good to have you again. But, you know, it feels like I love sharing my story here. I do. it's been really liberating, and it's taught me so much about myself, and it's made me brave. Really, to open myself up to you guys has been terrifying, but made me feel really brave, honestly. Sorry, that probably sounds arrogant, but it really does. I feel like it's helped me become a better person, or at least closer to the person I want to be. But I sometimes just, it's embarrassing crying in front of people. But I cry when I'm happy, or I'm sad, or I'm touched, or I'm anxious. It's just me. I don't want you guys to worry. Here's the thing about wanting to take care of my dad to the best of my ability, even though I've spoken to him on the phone one time. I'm crazy, I know. Stage 5 bestie. It's like, as much as I want to make everything so much easier for him, because I have felt all alone in the world. Literally, like, where am I going to live? When my grandma died and my grandpa let her house go to the bank and bounced, like, all of a sudden I dropped out of school. I live with you. What am I going to do? I had to figure it out. It was sink or swim. And man, it was hard because I wasn't all there yet. I was still trying to cope. And so I feel so awful that he got out 2 years after his mom waited so long, and he changed his whole life. That breaks my heart. And that he'll have to get out. And instead of having his mom, who loved him so much, and his family waiting for him to get home, it's all gone. I know exactly how that feels. You know? I know exactly how that feels when everyone is just gone. And suddenly, I have my aunt and my cousins back, and I am so blessed. And now I might even, oh, don't rub, dab. And now for the very first time in my whole life, almost 42 years old, I might have a parent. And suddenly, I'm 2 years old again. And all I want is a daddy or a mommy. And I really thought I was past that, feeling like an orphan. Oh, God. I really thought today was the day this would not happen. I don't even know why I'm crying. How embarrassing. Good Lord, where's my hat? I'll be back. I need a hat. Shut your pie hole, please. Okay, we're good. We're back. I love that, suspicious guys. You always say the most remarkable things that really resonate with me. Sorry, guys. I think I'm just a bundle of nerves because I just don't know what my next step is. I'm just so true, Sean. Amen. That is so true. You don't have to worry. I know that I cry, but I'm tough as shit, okay? I've been through it. I've been through everything, you guys, at least once. I've been through it. I have fucked up so much stuff in my life. Or has fucked up stuff happened to me. I don't even know anymore. I've been through all of it. Like every one of you probably, we've all been through it. And so I know I'm okay. Oh my God. Sean Little, I have not been through all of it. Never mind. Oh, Mr. Siegfried. My honor. That's really cool. I like that. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Half the time, I'm not even my cup of tea. But you know what? All I have is hope. And that is such a beautiful thing. Hope I didn't have for so long, you guys. Literally. I was devoid of hope for like 16 years. And now that I have it, it's such a beautiful thing. All you need is hope, and a tissue, apparently. and a fucking tissue. Sorry for my language. That's when you know I'm stressed out or drinking. I said the F word. It was so nice hanging out with it was so wonderful that my family was there. My aunt texted me this morning. She was like, it made me cry. Of course it did. She's like, I just had to tell you how proud I am of you because you're a badass. Yours touches me so hard. She's like, you were so brave. You went in there and you were yourself and you had an honest conversation and you put your heart on the line. And I was like, you know what? I am a badass. I feel such a badass right now. Badasses cry sometimes. But I was like, and then this morning, Dakota had a seizure and stuff, and it ended, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and get my dreams because I am a badass. Like, I've been through everything already, and it hasn't killed me. I am still here, and God knows that it almost did. Like, it almost did. Like, but for the grace of God, am I here right now? Absolutely. The day that I was like, you know what? I'm done with this depression. I'm so sick of feeling sorry for myself. I'm going to go on a run and I'm going to pray to God today. And He's going to help me out of this. And that was almost exactly that was about 14 months ago, you guys. And my life has become so beautiful since then. It's in places that I never, ever thought it would be. I never, ever thought this is how my life would be. It's not exactly what I want yet, but it's getting there. Like, I think I have the tools to get there. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. You're the best, suspicious guys. But that's why it's like, okay, my dad is 66. I don't want to be morbid, but if I get him when he's 66, I haven't even met him yet, you know. Sorry, like I don't want him to have 20 more hard years of life. I just don't want that for him, and I just don't want that for me. You know, for either of us. I just don't. I just want to have a dad. And he just is, I finally feel like I see someone and I can see parts of me in it. And I've never ever had that. And I just want to have every bit I can have of it. And I just have such a sense in my heart. I never am 100% about anything, but I'm just so 100% that he really is a different person, that he has grown, because I've grown in the last year. He had 23 years in Chowchilla to do it. You know, he lost his entire family. His mother died. He made it through coronavirus. He was in prison with Charles Manson, bro. Legitimately. At the same time, they were in prison together. Like, to come out at 66 and still have hope and say, you know what, I'm going to start over as a homeless man. If there's anything I can do to make that easier, then I have to, you know. And it's just like, hey, Jason, Dakota's going to be so happy to see you if he comes back out. So I'm kind of lost right now because as much as I love my YouTube and as much as I really feel like I could be successful here, whether it's monetarily or not, I give every bit of myself to YouTube. And I just really want, my dad is 3 hours from here, you guys. And if I had a full-time job, I could have my van running and I could go see him on a weekend, you know? And I'm just that hurts my heart, you know? I feel like if I had been stronger or more accomplished or got my shit together sooner, I would be better off, and I would feel confident and like going and applying for jobs like, yo, I got a college degree and I've been in the military and I have management experience. Like, why wouldn't you hire me? But I'm just like, I haven't been there. I don't feel that good about myself. I just don't. I just feel like, why would anyone want me? You know? And I know that's so awful to say, but that's how I feel deep down. Like, my God. And that's so ridiculous, but it's like this wall I can't get through. But if I could have just gotten through that wall, if I had a fucking job at the dollar store or McDonald's right now, I would have the cash in my pocket to go have a running vehicle if my life was different. If that was, I wish I was a money person right now, you know? I don't know. I just wish that I've never been a money person, you know? It's never mattered to me because it never brought me any happiness. Like, I always had a job. I always was working, grinding till the coronavirus hit and I fell apart and had to deal with my mental health finally. So now I just feel like all that, although it was so great for me, like I feel like a failure, you know? Because like, if I was a money person, I would be out there doing the thing and I would have a real car, not an electric scooter, you know? I don't know. It's just never been my jam. And right now, I need it to be my jam, you know, because I want to help him and I want to take care of him. And, you know, he's going to need help. He needs a place to stay. He needs wheels to get to his meetings and stuff. Like, he needs a daughter who can come visit him. My electric scooter only goes 30 miles, you know. Like, I want more than anything to meet him and have a relationship and feel comfortable and be like, hey, dude, can you get Pearl to my house? But I need to be able to, like, have my shit together. And, like, time is of the essence now. And while I gave myself 3 years to make something of myself on YouTube because it's so important to me, I have to do what I feel is right. And I really want to see if I can get a full-time job right now. I really want to see what I can do. As far as like, I want to go see my dad, you know, I really do. I just want to hug him and see his face and go to a game or something or just hang out. I just want to go see my dad. And that sounds so stupid. I don't know why I'm venting. I don't know why I'm fucking crying. I'm so irritated with myself right now. Cheers. Bloop. Bloop. So sorry. Sorry, you guys. Thanks for listening, though. I'm just a mess right now, you guys. I'm over analyzing, and I know this. This is what I do. This is what I do when I have anxiety. I've stopped taking anxiety medication because I just really want to be on my A game. Guess what? I'm going to the doctor this week and I'm getting my anxiety medication. Because right now, I just think it's for the best. Ooh, that's enough. That's enough alcohol. Oh, that's too much. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get myself in order here. Because you know what? I'm happy. I really am. I'm happy. It's a good thing. It's just like, it's just anxiousness, you know? Just change, and I just want to make him proud, kind of, I guess, you know? I just want him to see me as a successful person. I'm like already so proud of him. It sounds so dumb, but who he is right now is like pretty freaking amazing, you guys. I just want to go see him. I just want to spend a day with him so bad. Like in person. And just like see if I look like him, you know. I don't know. See if I was laugh or. And I'll get there, you guys. I will. I'm going to get there. It's just like, here's the cool thing about life, right? We never know where it's going to end up. Thank God for that. But also, that sucks because I like to know. Because, man, that gives me so much anxiety. But when I stop to think about, like, gosh, in a million years, I would have been like, no way will I be capable of being right now here where I am, like, healthy, mostly, and, like, happy and hopeful and, like, dealing with big things and, like, found my dad. Like, a week after I found that article about the crime, like, I have to believe everything happens for a reason, you know? I know it does. But I just, like, I feel like I've been sleeping, like, I can't just be this, like, aloof hippie that rides her electric scooter around forever, can I? Like, maybe it's time for me to grow up, you know? Just, like, put on my big girl pants and be like, yeah, I have mental illness, but I still need to do the things that I need to do. I mean, it's been a year now, right? I should be getting there. Stuart, it's always so cool to have you here. On paper, you know what? You're so right, maiden. But, like, here's the thing about me. I don't know what is broken in my damn brain. I don't know what it is yet. There's, like, this one little piece that, like, I don't know what it is. Something deep inside me that I have to tell myself you're not worthless. Like, on paper, if it was anyone else, I would be like, dude, you got your stuff together. Like, you should be proud of this and this and this. But when it's like me and I lived it, I don't know. I don't know what that puzzle piece is, but I'm going to find it. I'm okay, Corbin, just talking about stuff. So much trauma. I don't know if this is like the complex PTSD. But I'm just really glad that I'm not like disassociating and isolating. Like, that was where it was really scary when I was like, yeah, I'm not going to make it out of this. Like, I've come so far. I think this is just me, like, I'm ready to take the next step and get my stuff together. Right? And I'm trying to remind myself of that because I literally have on my notes, like circled with a star, like, I'm brave, dude. Like, I am brave. Like, I feel brave. Like, I'm ready to, like, begin to tell those nasty voices in my head that are like, dude, no one's gonna hire you. You're weird. You got a weird voice. You look funny. You're too friendly. You talk too much. It's all that shit. I'm ready to tell that guy to shut up, you know? I'm ready to tell him to just, like, you're wrong. But I'm just not quite sure how to get there, you know? But, like, I'm at the point right now where I'm ready to work on that. Like, if my dad can do it, I can do it. And that's kind of cool. I leave notes. This is all notes for myself. I have to hold on to the little bits of wisdom that I have. I have to write it down to remind myself later when I'm not feeling wise, you know? Sometimes I'm like so proud of myself just for getting right here where I am today. And then sometimes I'm just like, sometimes it's hard not to compare myself to other people and be like, God, I wish I was as capable or had my stuff together like them. But we haven't lived the same life. And I'm reminding myself that. And I'm going to keep focusing on the wins. That's the worst thing. I always tell myself, you know, comparison is always the thief of joy. You didn't walk in their shoes. You didn't live their lives. But sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes, you know, it's easy to have self-doubt creep in. I'm working on it, though. I totally would, Mr. Siegfried. I'm seriously, I was like, legitimately, like, I've been there. You know, here's the thing, dude. I got 2 interviews for one job, didn't get the job, and it took such a toll. This was like, how many months ago now, you guys? Like 3, 4 months ago, and it hurt my heart so bad. Like, honestly. When I should have been like, you know what? You got the second interview for an assistant manager at the gym. they gave you that second interview for a reason. So you didn't get the job, but like, instead of feeling like, see, no one wants you to, no one sees value in you, I should have been like, that's a good start, just keep on going. But it just, the rug went right out from under me, and it just took me right back to even being afraid to ask about a job, you know? Here's the real thing is, all the job applications, it's all online now. And that gives me so much anxiety because of like my dyscalculia. Everything gets so jumbled and I put in numbers wrong and dates. And it's just a mess. It's so much more difficult for me. But I don't want to go into the place and be like, hey, you know, I have a learning disability, so I can't apply like everyone else. Can I get a hard copy? Like, so I get stuck there now. Everything changed with when I lost my job during the coronavirus, you know? And man, it's like, that's when everything went online. And that's when I was like, okay, so now I'm screwed. There's like a block in my head now, like, you don't want to go in there telling people, because then they're going to be like, oh, well, you can't touch money. Like, you're going to fuck everything up. So I'm like, it's weird. Like, there's so much. Like, I just don't trust myself to even apply now. It's so stupid. You're awesome, big movie. I don't know how to fill out a job application like that. But here's the thing. It's not even like that, Maiden. It's like DJ YZZ, one of my good friends, you know? I emailed him 3 times my phone number, looked at it, made sure it was right, and it was wrong 3 times. I had to call him and Bethany so they could see, and then they told me what I was writing wrong with my phone number. It's like, it's embarrassing, but it doesn't, like, it literally doesn't affect me with money. It's different. It's weird, and it's hard to explain, but I think people are like, okay, so she has issues. Like, they think I'm not intelligent, I think. When honestly, I kind of am. I'm articulate, at least. I don't know. But man, it's like, it totally, I think that's one of the biggest things that keeps me being afraid to apply to places is the learning disability. Because I've always worked around it in jobs. Like, no one's ever known. In college, in high school, no one ever knew. I've never really told people about it. But now that I'm having to face it, like, it's becoming more of a thing. Especially because everything's online and I'm noticing it more. So I think it really, like, it makes me feel insecure when it goes to applying for jobs. And then my anxiety, it's just, I just have to get over it. I got to get over it and do the thing. And that's what I'm working on right now. It's like, I'm not going to let it hold me back anymore. I'm just working on being nicer to myself. Rev J, did you go get the thing done? How are you doing? Are you feeling better? Thank you, Maiden. That's really cool of you. I will. It's like dyslexia, but for numbers and sequences. But Herr Siegfried, you're like, dang, you are so intelligent. I think a lot of people, they don't realize that a learning disability doesn't mean you're not smart. Like, you and I know that because we have them. But I think other people, like, there's still a huge stigma, you know? I mean, that's one of the reasons why I love Albert Einstein so much. He was so smart and so different that people literally thought he was developmentally delayed because he thought in such a different way that people couldn't understand it, when really he was more intelligent than they were. And I think that's why he's always been my favorite. Thank you, Herr Siegfried. I'm officially Joe Siegfried. I love that. I hope you're doing okay, Rev. Last I talked to you, you were still pretty sick. Dysgraphia. I'm going to look that up. I sometimes feel like there may be a little bit more to it than just dyscalculia. But I don't need any more labels, you know? Thanks, Ray. Ray's a badass. Ray, I won't want to tell his story because it's not mine to say, but I love that, Herr Siegfried. I would be honored. Like, these people like Ray, you guys, like, amaze me. You guys have been through such hard stuff, too. Thank you, Tim. You're, like, one of the biggest supporters. Stuff like that really helps. I love that, Rev J. See, and that's what I've always had to do too, Maiden. There's so much beauty in that. It really is like at every job I've ever had, like this is gonna sound ridiculous, but managing Jamba Juice, right? That's a lot of numbers. Making smoothies, doing the safe count, doing the breaks, doing the. I was the best one at like preparing the safe count and preparing the deposit on the computer. I killed it. No one knew I had a learning disorder, but I had to work a lot harder. Like I had straight A's in high school, you know, honor students. I would work so hard to eke by with a C or a D in math. Like, and I had a tutor. I would stay up so late. People like that are gonna have character, though. Your boy's gonna have so much character and be so smart because he had to work so much harder for it. Sharon, you're the best. You're such a sweetie pie. You are a really good listener, Tim. Thank you. You're just such a nice person. Bye, Sharon. I hope you have a great night. Give Jackson a hug for me. He's such a cute little guy. Scooby too. You have to be Maiden, or you'll just get left behind. Your son knows that more than anyone. You just get left behind if you don't work twice as hard. But here's the thing I did. I always, like, in school, I was class clown, always getting in trouble only in math. Only. But that's why, like, with my anxiety, I realized that I have been, like, I always crack jokes. It has always been, I didn't realize till like 6 months ago that this is what I do. I crack jokes, even with my friends. Like, I never had close friends because I would always bring up jokes, and then you're always the funny one. But here's the thing about the funny one: the funny one never actually gets deep and talks about themselves because they're always looking for the next joke. So no one knows you when you're the funny one. They don't know a thing about you except that you're funny. And that's why I did it. It was like, just like my hat, it keeps you right here out of my bubble. I'm the funny one, but we don't get deep. I just say funny stuff. That way you don't ask anything about me. You're busy laughing. Maiden, that was a dick move. Why did you say that? I'm a clown and I always cry. I thought we were cool. Just kidding. Aries World, I love your state fair. It literally just went on my bucket list in writing. So much bigger than mine. You know this. You know the fair is my very favorite thing because I'm not cool. You guys saw me at the fair. It's my favorite thing. Your fair is awesome. I've heard that song. I'm the clown. I'm okay with it though. I'm okay with who I am. John P. Dude, John P. I really liked your premiere. I could keep up with most of it. I know enough Spanish that I could keep up with the dude. I was like, that's pretty cool. That was a really good video. I'm gonna go one day. I gotta go to the good fair. Wouldn't it be cool if I could, like, I wanna be a carny. Is that a bad dream to have? That's like, is it bad that that could be my dream job? I would love to be a carny or an event promoter or like a hype man for a baseball league. Like a market like a marketing dude at the local sports place. That'd be pretty cool. Or a carny. Just saying, I think I'd kill it as a carny. I like people. Good night, Corbin. Get some sleep, crazy kid. You're up so late. You have the oldest fair in North America in Ontario? Dude, Canada looks awesome. I have so many friends in Canada. Like, being from America, I don't know if this is normal, but like, I always thought of Canada as like that place from Super Troopers where you go to get some biscuits and gravy, or it's just like America but weird. So sorry, but that's how kids think of Canada. But then I start seeing, like, I have so many friends there now and I'm seeing all these different places and it is so rich and beautiful. Like, man, it has a really beautiful history too. There's like so much cool stuff there. Absolutely. Yeah, I so do. And yeah, I actually did that a bit this morning. I usually don't, only before bed, but in the daytime today was kind of an emotional day. I know in my heart right now that I'm just kind of decompressing and doing that thing that Joe does. She kind of spins out in her head till she can get a handle on it. I'll do some journaling, write it down. I'll get my thoughts in order. Just like this one's taken me a lot. Dude, the thing with like the shaking on the phone really weirded me out. I thought that was super interesting because it was hot as heck, and like we were swimming. Like I just came in and changed. I wasn't cold. I was shaking like when it was 30 below in Alaska. It was crazy. It's like when I get a lisp, my body like tries to shut me down from talking about hard stuff. It's weird. Right on. Puff puff pass. You got it. I really think it was, Maiden. It was like I really think it was, and I think maybe that's why I got so car sick on the way there. Like I thought I was okay, but the closer we got, the more I was like in my head about it. Which is why I just snuck up from the corner and was like, I gotta dial the number, see what happens by myself here. Definitely. It's a permanent circle and you're there. Good night, Corbin. I'll see you tomorrow. We can try tomorrow, Corbin, for sure. But not during Maiden's live. So we'll have to talk early. You need to comment on my channel as soon as you wake up, Corbin. Because I'm at Maiden's in the evening on Sundays. Um, I'll smoke my green cigar next to you. Okay, Herr Siegfried? I don't do tobacco anymore, but I think it looks cool. I've never smoked just a black and mild. Does that count? You guys, thanks for talking to me about this. Left-handed Canadian tobacco. I love that. Oh, that's right. Dad Siegfried. I love that. You're so cool, Herr Siegfried. You're such a great guy. My adopted father. I'm German now. At least half. How long have we been on? An hour and 11 minutes I've yapped at you. I was supposed to be watching the clouds. Just a crazy day all the way around. In a good way, I think. It's a lot of emotions, and I think I just need a little bit longer to process it. I think I need to be more patient with myself, honestly. I think I always expect myself right now to get it figured out. And that's not realistic. It just isn't. Yeah, there's going to be anxiety sometimes, and you're going to have to try to figure it out. But I think I just need to learn to adapt to that and be comfortable with it. As comfortable as I can be. You were conceived in Germany? That's cool. Oh, yeah, you said that, huh? That's right. You told me that in your live stream. I forgot about that, but you weren't born there. That's cool. Oh, I'll be right back. I'm writing that down. Ray, I don't think I told you, Ray. I really had so much fun on your live stream today. It was fun. But now you see why I tell you be careful with your mods. That's why I don't mod any more people I know are children. It's nothing personal. It's just their brains aren't fully developed. They can't be. If they still need a babysitter, they cannot be a moderator. Lola, shut up, please. That's enough. Just in my opinion. I had to get a hold of myself and be like, whoa, this is a kid. Saying dumb stuff to me. You're a kid. It's okay. I've just been so emotional today. Little moody. What do you know? Hey, don't you climb on him. Don't you do it, miss. Good girl. Come here. Come here. Come here, stinker. Come see mom. Come see mom. Give me a hug. Yes, give me a hug. I love you, pumpkin butt. I love you so much. Yeah. You had a really good live stream today, Ray. It was very fun. Those are your step dogs. Or is that what they would be? Your grand dogs. I love that. Dakota. I wonder if they would get along, Herr Siegfried, with your beautiful doggies. I bet they would. Dakota would. Where are you going? Okay, bye. Ray, Dakota says hi. Hey, Lynn, how are you, honey? It's good to see you. Thanks, Maiden. I'm kind of proud of me, too, honestly. I really am. You gotta teach me German. That would be so cool. It keeps you out. I'm gonna, you know what? Literally, as soon as I got home, and then again this morning, I played Broken Girl. It was just like one of those songs that I listen to when I'm having a hard time. So I'm like, I feel like I'm healing, if that makes sense. So I'm sure I'm really gonna like that one. I'm actually gonna listen to it right after this because music has always been like the one thing even when I'm isolating that like I use to help heal. Music and writing, I guess. Hey, buddy. One time when I was in high school, I wrote this poem. This poem was called The Crystal Dance. Um, I don't remember all of it. It was about my biological mom and her addiction to drugs. Crystal Dance was about her relationship with drugs. And I can't remember all of it. It was about, there's a little girl waiting on her mother to stop dancing and return to life. But the crystal dance is too strong, and she's dancing on the ebb of a tide that's threatening to drown her, and she can't come back. She can't stop dancing. And then suddenly she does stop dancing, but the crystal dance has left her just a shell, a hollow lady of who she used to be, and she's all hollowed out and dried up, just a shell of who she was. And that's probably the most meaningful thing I've ever written, and I wish I could find it. So I would love to read it now, you know? The Crystal Dance is just about me watching my idea of a mother be lost because drugs were more important. It was pretty cute, Ray, I have to say. Guys who can speak other languages, I think that's cool. And you do it really good. Like, you're the fast talker. I have to be like, whoa, slow that down. I love those suckers you got, Ray. Those chili mango suckers are so good. Our ice cream man in Corning, when I was little, he used to sell the saladitos, the little plums, the salted plums, and then what was it, Lucas Asadito in the little jar, that spicy stuff. And then those mango suckers. I always liked spicy, so. And those little limon packets. Those are really good with margaritas. Matzi, are you tired, honey? So true, maiden. And I knew that from such a young age. I think I was 3. Yeah, since my brother died when I was 3. I knew about drugs when I was 3 already. When I was like 8, my cousins and I would go make cheese chips in the microwave to give to my stoner aunt and my uncles. Like, drugs were always prevalent. I mean, marijuana, in my opinion, is a different story, especially when it's illegal. I'm all about legalities. Sorry. Drug dealers are drug dealers. I don't care what drug it is. If you're in the black market selling something, bad people will always be around. Selfish people with guns who want to steal from you or hurt you might always be around. But, I mean, it's not. Let me say this. This is my truth, okay? Drugs don't ruin people or families. People that use drugs because they don't know how to deal with their pain and mental health ruins families. Just like guns don't kill people, people with guns kill people. If we worried more about our mental health and how we felt inside instead of how we looked outside to everyone else, we wouldn't need the drugs as much. I'm just saying that's what I think. If we didn't stigmatize mental health and put the almighty dollar before our families or our religion or our elderly or our children's well-being, then maybe we wouldn't be so afraid to deal with our feelings. You know? And that's just my opinion. Oh, thanks for staying up with it, Matzi. You're so nice. Yeah, I lost my mom to drugs way before she died. I never had her. But I mean, I lost my dad to drugs even though he wasn't dead. My mom now is dead, but I never had her to begin with. And To be honest with you, my mom was a bad person. She really was. And I know that sounds so awful, but my mom was a sociopath from the jump. My mom didn't have emotions, and she did a lot of really bad things, really hurtful things, and she didn't ever care about it. And it wasn't just me. There was my brother who died, and my brother I don't know still floating around out there. I mean, she affected a lot of people. It's really sad for her. They will always be around, but it would be a lot better if we would learn how to be happy without the drugs, I think. We don't My whole life it was put into my head, you do the things that the people expect you to do, and you look the way, and you behave the way, and as long as it looks fine to everyone else, you don't worry about what's going on inside. And so that really tripped me up. It took me a long time to undo that. And now that I have, man, I'm just learning how to live. Don't be sorry for me. I made it. Don't be sorry for me. I made it. Be sorry for my mom. She died. You're getting a big head, Ray. It's all right. Everyone deserves to have a little ego, I think. But what do I know? Not that much. Just rambling. You guys, I love talking with you. I really do. You guys have really taught me how to share myself. Not just with you, but even with me. Like, I really like these little live streams. Like, I never thought I would do a live stream in my whole life. I never thought I would have a YouTube channel. This is so bizarre. It's really cool. I really enjoy getting to hear your guys' stories and sharing my story with you. It's like when something happens, I'm like, I gotta write this down. I can't wait to share this with my friends. It really has been really therapeutic, learning how to express myself. That's see, and it's really, it's so sad. I love that Rev J. I love Kid Rock. Actually, I loved him in high school. He's so cool. Like, it's weird because I can have so much empathy, like to an embarrassing degree, for anyone. But when it comes to a mom who chooses drugs over her kids, you're going to have to give me a very compelling sob story for me to find the empathy. I don't like that about myself. But the only real memories I have of my mom, she did some really awful things that really impacted my life. And she didn't ever care about it. And she died doing drugs just like she deserved to. That's what happens when you choose drugs. I mean, there's no happy ending. There's not going to be a happy ending. The best that you will get is exactly what you want, numbness. And that's not where I want to be. So I won. Heck yeah, I love that, Maiden. We're not victims, we're victors. Heck yeah. I mean, I'm lucky. I didn't end up like my dad. I didn't have to hurt someone so badly and spend 23 years in prison to get sober and not depressed and come to terms with my mental health. Like, don't get me wrong. I think that's amazing that he did that, but I'm really lucky that nothing awful like that happened to me, or I didn't do anything awful like that before I got it together. That I had at least enough wherewithal to crawl my way out of that dark pit. And I know everyone can't do that. Sometimes it's just not possible. I was very fortunate that I could. Trust me, it was like hit or miss. Pretty amazed I'm here today. So I definitely won. Oh, Corbin, you're such a sweetheart. We'll try for tomorrow, Corbin, but you got to hit me up early, so you better go to bed. Because I got to be at Maiden's. He does lives in the evening on Sundays. So you better go to bed right now, buddy. Because you're going to have to wake up early and comment to me so we can set up a live, okay? Lola, are you being a brat? Dakota, he's okay. She's okay. Come here, buddy. Come see Mom. Come here, you stinky boy. He's happy now. Look at it. Oh, you can't see him, huh? He's feeling a lot better now. I love you, buddy. I need to move your leashes. They're in the way. Oh, do you guys remember? No, we're not going anywhere, buddy. Your sister's in heat, and you just had a seizure. Go lay down. You smell like pee. And you know what? He told me, I mean, I don't know anything about the legal system. I had a DUI back in the day and was so pissed at myself I gave away my car. That's years and years ago. But he said, like, he's still like, he's so into classes and counseling and groups and NA. It's pretty amazing. And he's been sober 23 years, but apparently, like, when you're a lifer, he was a lifer. He was 25 to life, third strike and a murder charge. He was not supposed to ever get out. Thank you, Lynn. I love him so much. Um, so for a lifer to go up for parole, I can't remember how he said it. There's like, you get denied the first time always if you're a lifer, pretty much. But there's different levels of denial. There's a 3 year you can come back, and then there's like 5, 10, and beyond. And he said 3 years, if you get that on your first time, then they like you. And he did, and then they paroled him less than 3 years later. So this is going to sound so arrogant, you guys. But here's one thing that I think I am. I know when people are using me or just want something from me and don't have my best intention at heart. I've always known. It's not that I don't know and so I help them. It's that I know, but I'm like, it's okay because I still want to help them. I think I'm a good judge of character. I do. And in my heart of hearts, he's exactly where I am. Like, he's a really amazing person. I really believe that. And please understand that I'm willing to concede if I'm wrong, if I see signs. Like, I'm still going to be very careful because everyone in my life is very protective of me. But I trust myself in that capacity, and I I really think that he is a pretty amazing person. I have a lot of faith in the person he is. Ray, I tried to tell her. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, Ray. That's what I'm saying. But like, I have here's something that I've always, you guys know, I've always been made fun of since I was like 3 years old for a bleeding heart. It was always a joke and it really bothered me. You're too sensitive. Oh, she's crying again. She's a big baby. Or don't send her to the store with $2 because she's going to give it to some homeless person on the way and come home crying. And I always did. Don't give her allowance because she gave it to the dude on the corner with the sign. I always did. And I knew I was going to get in trouble and I always got made fun of. I remember when my grandpa's house got robbed, and they like stole my penny bank. And he was like, "How does it feel to be a bleeding heart socialist now?" It was like always a joke, but it really bothered me. I remember my grandma, like, she would be mean to me and I would cry and she'd be like, "Oh my God, you're too sensitive. Stop your crying. I can't deal with you." But like, I would not change that about myself to this day because I wish that someone had been like that to me. Lynn, no, don't. You're not interrupting. Oh, happy birthday, Corbin. That's so cool, buddy. We'll definitely go tomorrow then. And let me say, this husky, they are so high energy, first of all, but they're also the sweetest dog. But they do have a very high predator drive. I'm kind of the wrong person to ask because my Dakota has special needs, so he's kind of a handful. But if you're a very active person, there's no reason you can't have a really happy husky. It will take a lot of walks. You have to keep them tired out. Dakota's kind of a different story because he's a forever puppy. He has really bad seizures, and he had a long seizure in which he didn't breathe. He has a lot of brain damage, and so he drools a lot. He's a special breed, but huskies in general, if you're a very active person, you can live in a tiny apartment, and as long as you go on long walks and keep their brain busy, they're great dogs, really good dogs. But they are also very stubborn. I do know that a lot of people get a husky because they think they're really pretty, and then you find them in the shelter later because they're really high energy and they need a lot of training and a lot of attention. But they're really sweet, really a unique breed. He is my first husky, and I love him. Thank you for letting me borrow your Lynn, Ray. She is a delight. You're absolutely right. She's a sweetie pie. Muxter, hi, honey. How are you? Muxter, I like having you here. Thanks for coming by, buddy. How are you? Thanks for being here, Lynn. You're a really nice lady. I like you. You're a really sweet lady. Ray Crumb, hi! You guys, I told you I was getting car sick on the road trip on Adventure America's channel. I met Ray there, and he is so cool. Ray, I like you so much. All my friends are blue. You're gonna be blue. That way you can interact with us. And now I did give you one. Ray is really interesting. He does a lot of road trips. He is really a cool guy. Everyone make Ray feel really welcome. Um, Please go right on over, subscribe, check out Ray's videos. I love when my friends are friends, Ray. We have a really great community that I get to be a part of, and a lot of them are here right now. Aries World is a really great all of these channels. Everyone who's blue is really wonderful. So welcome. Now we got Ray Crumb and Ray 2D2. We're Ray Rich. Barry, how are you? Not today. Not today, Barry, but very soon. Actually, you guys know what? Tomorrow, my doctor actually is retired, but he sees people on Sundays at a free clinic. So tomorrow, I think I need to go get a refill on my anxiety medicine. And this is the only doctor that I really trust. So I think it's way across town. I know, way across town. Farther than I usually go. I think I'm going to take the van and take my electric scooter just in case, because right across from where I go to the doctor is this beautiful cemetery I've never been to. I really want to check it out. So maybe tomorrow, if you guys want to ride along with me to my doctor's appointment. So good to see you, Barry. Barry is one of the oldest friends of this channel. He is such a nice guy. Such a great channel, you guys. If you're into sports or really nice people, please check out Barry. Watch his video till the end because the best part is always the last 30 seconds, in my opinion. All of it's really good, but I love Barry's channel. It's a vibe. It's so good, right? Aries World is so cool. Ray Crumb, tell them about your travels. Ray Crumb, he goes everywhere. I was like, man, this guy's cool. He's like plans out his road trips. You guys know how much I want a road trip. So I was like, you get around. I love that. So nice to meet you, Ray. Well, officially. I mean, we met, but hey, I'm Joe. Specs. It's really great to meet you. My channel is about vlogs and dogs and my really bizarre fun life. This is Dakota. He's kind of off today. He has seizures. He had a couple pretty bad seizures earlier, but he's feeling much better. And that butthole over there is his rowdy sister, Lola, a.k.a. Big Rhonda, a.k.a. Chunk. She is a handful, and I love her so much. And somewhere around here, we have my cat, Bruce Bochy, but he hides out. Yeah, we're Ray Rich, I'm telling you. I love that. Ray2D2 is a really great channel. He has really great live streams. I don't know how long I was on your live stream today, Ray, but it was long, but it went so fast because it was so fun. You have a good crowd. Yeah, she's so rowdy. Aries World, you missed. You missed the beginning. You want to hear what happened? I get a call from my neighbor yesterday on my way back from my aunt's because Lola and Dakota, who were locked up in the house with the door and the window shut, were running the streets. Did you hear that part? Here's what happened. Yeah, I just got adopted. Can you believe that? I'm so happy. Meet my father. He's German. I'm German now, only half. So I shut the door and all the windows, opened the blinds so Lola didn't eat the blinds, shut the front door, shut my bedroom doors. I left this kitchen window open just enough that apparently Lola shoved it open. Look at this. She broke the screen. They jumped out the kitchen window, both of them, which is a big ass. Look at this drop, Aries World, onto my bike. Yeah, this is the ground. That's the kitchen window way up there. She busted it. We're going to have to pay for that. Look, she ran right through it. And Dakota followed her. Then they come over here. I didn't lock the padlock on the gate because they're inside with the door shut. All Lola does is she bangs on this hard enough, long enough till it pops open, and they went on down the street. And the neighbor, my friend, luckily, called me and said, I put him in the yard, but you got to get home. Can you believe that? My anxiety level, woo, let's talk about soaring. Like, I totally was like, no, I worry too much. They're fine. They weren't fine. Crazies. I'm so lucky. I actually, one moment, please. You guys know who this is? Do you guys know who this pinned message is? I had totally forgotten. I was subscribed to it. I wasn't even aware I was watching Maiden's other channel that whole time. I'm sure I knew at one point and it slipped my mind. I had been watching this channel. No idea. Isn't that funny? So you might want to subscribe to Maiden's World of Wax second channel, Singularity Digital Art. Really good content. And I was like, Maiden, I was like, in Sydney Katz, she's like talking about his second channel. I go, wait, I remember you had a second channel. What's your second channel? And I went in there. I go, oh my word, that's him. I felt like such a dink. So right now when that popped up, I had to laugh. TJ, how are you, honey? TJ Giggle, so good to see you. I'm down. I'm pretty random myself. We go all over the place with my chats. And make sure you subscribe to my father, Herr Siegfried's channel. He's in Germany. He's a support channel, but he has a lot of subscribers. He's very popular. It's his doppelganger. I was like, dude. So when you just popped up, I was like, no, I know who you are now, bro. Don't. So funny. Are you feeling better, buddy? So funny. I knew Dakota was feeling better because I filled up his pool. I was like, I'm going to have to give him a bath. Maybe I can get him in there. And he drank so much water and then took a big number 2 over there. I was like, okay, he's good. That's when you know he feels better. Erin, how are you? Erin Grable. Oh, you know what? We had Genevieve was here earlier. I was like, that's so cool. Yeah. Yesterday when I put on my swimsuit, I was like, you know what? I'm going to hit this diet so hard because I felt so uncomfortable. And then I got up and had Doritos for breakfast. So you win some, you lose some. I forget when I'm hungry. Poutine. I've heard of that, but I didn't know what it was. Is that good? Actually, Aries World had to tell me about cheese curds. You remember that, Aries World? I was like, what is that? I thought that was just something little Bo Peep ate. How is the weather over there, Rev J? Is it better now? Is there still a big storm? Ray, literally, I was like, Lola, you're such a bad... Dakota he's like your lazy stoner cousin. Me, basically. He's like, he will just sit in there and howl and wait for his mom and be pissed off and pee on my shoes. So I know that Dakota would never, unless he knew Lola was going to find me. Like, she's such an instigator. I really fear that if she hadn't done that, like, I know in my heart, she will go through that window. She is like, no, you do not leave me home alone. How dare you? We'll have to figure it out in the morning, Corbin. I need some time to unwind. So you'll have to ask me in the morning, buddy. I'm sorry. I've met my capacity. I've been drinking. I had a margarita, Corbin. So nothing I say tonight counts. Okay? I'm sorry, buddy. You got to give Specs a break. I'm old and I've had a hard day. Yeah, that's Maiden's second channel. He's really good at creating. I'm going to have to start taking notes. I did download something called InShot so I could try to practice, but I haven't had time yet. It's the only thing I ever drink, really. It's like the taste of a margarita with Patron Silver with some salt on the rim. I cannot turn it down, okay? Especially blended. But I have to be in the mood, and it's usually like once, maybe twice a year. I have one. If I have two, I'm in bed by 7. But you know what? Today, it helps. I didn't drink it all, but enough. I'm not going to finish it because as soon as my lips start to get numb, I'm finished. And my lips are quite numb. I don't drink a lot. Yeah, that's why I got it, you guys. I think it was you that told me that, and I was like, I'll try it. And actually, a lot of people are like, yeah, I use that, and it's really good. It's just, I'm just going to have to, I tried to get it on my Chromebook. I wish I had known. Lola, get out of his ear. You're going to get in trouble. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? You know you're not supposed to do that. Thank you. Straight up ignores me. I love her so much. Okay, good girl. But I think I'm just gonna have to get used to using it. I wish I had known when I bought this Chromebook that it's not a computer. It's basically a laptop phone. Nothing works on this computer. YouTube, fortunately, but it sucks because like everything I try to download from the Google store, it's like, oh, it's not available for this. And then like it's not an actual computer operating system, so I can't use computer systems on it. So all I can do on here is YouTube. But that's what I got it for. So I'm just grateful I have it. You learn every day, right? Hi, Nick. How are you? It's really good to see you. I believe I met you in the live, didn't I? At Rev's Live. It's really cool to have you here. Welcome. I'm Joe. I believe we met. I believe we chatted a bit. It's nice to have you here. I think I've subscribed to you, actually. So I've got to turn you blue because all my friends are blue. That way they can get to know each other. And I love when my friends are friends. And no, there will be no ear licking. Maybe nibbling, but she's like, she goes deep. Like, she touched his brain with her tongue. I'm sure I heard it. And he'll get an ear infection. She's gross. She's so gross. But she's such a sweetheart. She just wants to take care of him, especially when, like, he has a seizure. She's such a sweetie. Did you miss your mom? You did? Oh, you nasty girl. You nasty girl. You're nasty. That tasted like your brother's brain. Yuck. You're nasty. I love you. Gross. She really does. Oh, I love that. That's awesome, Nick. Well, welcome. We're glad to have you here. I just recently, yesterday, got in contact with my birth father, so he is a long story. It's too much for me to talk about now, but kind of decompressing because I've had a weird day. A good one, but a weird one. Yeah, it's little Corbin's birthday. Yes, text me in the morning, honey. Comment to me, and then we'll figure it out, okay, buddy? I hope you have the best birthday ever, Corbin. It's actually DJ Wise AZ's birthday, too. You guys have the same birthday. That's so cool. I knew I liked you. I'll talk to you tomorrow, buddy. Have a good night, Corbin. When you wake up, you're going to be old. Why do you have to pee on my chair, buddy? He literally just laughed. I swear to you, he looked at me and giggled. He made eye contact with me, lifted his leg, and peed on my chair again. Like, hey, yeah, I did that. Not sorry. I love him. Oh, Rev J, I hope you feel better soon. Call my cab. Hi, honey. How are you? It's so nice to have you here. No reapplication required. I get what you mean, Nick. That's awesome. I hope you're doing all right, Lynn. Lynn, you're such a sweetie pie. Lynn, I wish you would start making at least shorts or something. Because you always say the coolest things. You're a wise lady, Lynn. Think about it. No pressure. Just think about it. Is it really? Wow. You know what? My friend in Oregon said they're expecting a lot of storms there. It was nice and cool and windy today, but the clouds have moved on. I don't think we're going to get rain. Don't put your mouth on the ground, buddy. Hey, that's not food. I'll be back. Don't eat that. That's not for you to put in your mouth, buddy. I don't like it when you be putting your mouth on things. You should only be smelling, okay? Stupid. I don't understand why he puts his mouth on things that only his nose should be touching. That's gross. He's always done that. He's very weird. I love him though. It's very warm. It's nicer than it has been, but it's still warm. Let's see. Right now it's not even 90, so that's pretty impressive. The wind is helping a lot. In the shade, anyway. It's less than 90. Ooh, the humid is the worst, Rev. No, I don't think we can understand. You know what's weird is like Aries World. Have you guys ever had a woman dog, a female dog? Lola is my very first ever having a female dog, and Bochi's actually my very first ever cat too. Girl dogs are so different than boy dogs. At least Lola is. It's been very interesting. That is so cold, Nick. Oh my word. All my dogs, I've always had at least one dog, sometimes two or three, most of the time, but never ever a female dog. They're whole different. They're so different. They're so stubborn, you guys. And she is such a, like, I can understand a little bit why they call them the B word. Oh my God, maiden. Bum bum. My ex was. That was funny. It wasn't nice, but it was funny, so I'll allow it. It's so true. Dakota only laughs, only barks at his sister once in a while because she'll look at his face and just bark until he does it back. He doesn't bark at people. He's not mean, and she's like, she literally gets her jollies. She will knock me down the stairs running out here to bark at someone because she thinks it's her job. All your exes were. Oh yeah, that's right. You know what's weird though? I think all the dogs that I've seen at your house have been male mostly. Female dogs are much different. At least Lola. She is just so stubborn and she's bitchy. She is. I love it, but it's weird. Male dogs are a lot more chill than she is. I'm glad it's not just my dog. John, hi! It's so great to see you here. You know what? You're so nice. And since I know that Ray vouches for you, are you 18 or older? I hope so. I'm going to make you blue because I just really enjoy all the people that are blue here are really nice and really, they're my friend. I vouch for them. So I would love for you to get to know anyone in blue. I like when my friends are friends. Yeah, I totally remember you. You're so interesting. Had a good time hanging out with you today. That was a fun live stream, Ray. I'm telling you. She is? Okay, but how is she with other dogs, Ray? I mean, Rev J. Ray. There's too many Rays. Sorry. Lola, I don't know if it's because Dakota has special needs and she's extremely overprotective. Well, also, he got attacked by a dog once. We cannot have other dogs at our house because she's like, no. Don't feel bad. It's not mandatory, but we're so glad you stopped in. Thank you. I'm thinking maybe it's just Lola. Okay. No offense, but I like to not, I have a few mods that are children because they're my core kids. Not my kids, but they've been here and they know the rules. But I try not to any longer make anyone under 18 a moderator because they're not grown-ups yet, so they can't be in charge, in my opinion. So good. I'm trying to be a little more discriminate, a little careful. We have a really great crew here today. Everyone here, please get to know each other. You're 176, Ray? That's what I figured. Oh, I would have said 177. Just kidding. We have a really great crew here tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hey, Dom, how are you? Oh, wow. It's really nice to meet you. I'm Joe, aka Specs. Thanks for coming. I have seen you several times. It's really great to have you here. Welcome. Yeah, how was the movie, Ray? I totally forgot. What was the name of it again? We need to know if you would see it again. That was so cute. I saw the live of you and your buddy. You guys are adorable. Or your short. It was so cute. Yeah, and thank you for reminding me, Nick. If there's anyone who would like to drop a link either to your channel or a premiere, a live stream, something you're just really proud of, right here. That's what we're here for. This is kind of a community thing. It's not really just about me, but so if you guys want to share something, please do drop a link right in the chat. I welcome it. I encourage it. It was good. Wait, what was the name of it? You're welcome, Dom. Thanks for being here. Did I miss the name? I know you said it, but I can't remember it. Oh, she's heat sensitive. Oh, wow. So she is chill. She likes to be inside and just take it easy, huh? I don't know if it's because, like, Lola, like, she was real sick and she was like, I got her from a homeless man. His dog had puppies. It was like January, freezing cold, and she was really sick, had a bunch of fleas. I always joke that she's just a little bit hood, you know? It's where she's from. So it's who she is. Thank you, Nick. Ray, where'd you go? What's the name of the movie, Ray? Hey, Joe Morgan, how are you, buddy? That's right. You guys didn't hear? Herr Sigrid has adopted me as his own. So now I'm half German, and I'm going to learn German. Isn't that cool? We're just hoping that all of our dog family loves each other. You've got to know then. You know Maiden, Barry. Paul in the 619 was here a bit ago. I bet you know a lot of these people. It's so great to have you here. Thanks for coming. I feel that old too, Ray, but I love being old. I always was afraid to be 40. This is my badass era. This is my, like, smart girl era, okay? I'm getting things done in my 40s. I'm having a good time, and I don't have to worry anymore. Like, you know, in your 20s, your 30s, you want to, like, oh, do I look cute? Or, like, is my car cool? Or, like, do I have the right clothes? Oh, hell no. I don't care about any of that. Borrow milk for cereal? You despise it. Oh, Joe. You're handling it in a very comedic way. Aliens Romulus. Super excellent. Now we know. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give it, Ray? Despises being sober. Oh, you guys are treating Mama pretty good. She deserves it. So I think she's probably really stoked about that whole setup, you guys. That whole area, like, literally. I'm still like, it looks like it was out of good housekeeping. You guys did her right. I'm proud of you. You guys did such a good job. I bet Hadley's a big help. Joe, that's too bad. One of us should be, because I just finished this for you. Well, okay, almost finished. I dumped a little out. She does deserve it. She puts up with all you crazies. You're lovely, though. She's lucky to have you. Your cat, Praiselin? That's awesome. That is awesome. That's so cool. Does it really, Lynn? That is so cool. My cat only, sometimes before I got him fixed, he teabagged me in my sleep. True story. I have a scar from it right here. He scratched me one time. But he will sometimes, if I hold the treats just right and tell him, give me a paw, he'll give me a little paw. Like the dogs. He thinks he's a dog. Oh, now I know. My father, Siegfried. That's a good name. I love that. Mr. His name is not Mr. It is not Hair. Do you guys see what Lola's doing? This is new, you guys. Because we have neighbor dogs now. Instead of sitting in her office, she sits right here, waiting, looking right under here for any dog feet she can bark at. What a sicko. I love her. Doctor appointment on the 28th. So boxing like they promised? Ooh, okay. That's awful, Joe. I hope you don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that, Joe. Please don't do that. Joe, all it takes is one time and your life could be over. Please don't do that. Please don't do that, Joe. There are, you can make it happen, but that's not the way. I used to I think I used to have style and stuff a little bit, like maybe in my 20s, like in college. But I realized that I didn't care about any of that. I just thought I was supposed to dress like that. When I realized I did not care one iota about what I wore, that I would rather be comfortable than look pretty, I have never been so happy in my whole life. Just not like realizing I don't have to get up and curl my hair and put on a bunch of makeup and try to match my clothes. Now that I don't do that, I am so much happier. I might not look as put together, but I am happier, so it's better. Oh, please don't do that, Joe. I would hate to hear that you did that and didn't wake up. I would hate that. There's so much awful stuff out there like that. Fentanyl. Please don't do that, Joe. Please. Because you didn't. Oh, yeah, because they don't know that hair means mister, huh? That's so cute. I love that, though. Yay! There you go. You guys. It's my boy A Surfer. Hi, buddy. I'm about to end my live stream, but I had to watch your live stream late today. I saw that you got mixed up with your time. I've been there. Don't feel bad. I thought it was cute. I would love to see that, Lynn. Please do. Please, please make a short of that because I would love to see that. Yes, please, Joe. Trust me. Joe, I just talked to my real dad yesterday on the phone. He is in transitional housing after being released from a life sentence in prison. And if he is learning to love the world sober and see the beauty in it, you can. You definitely can. Please try. Bitch, scream, talk to someone, beat up your pillow, do whatever you have to do. But please just know that all you have to do is go to sleep tonight and not use. Please. Are you going to be going live today, A Surfer, again this evening? Amen, Rev. I could not have said that better myself. Please. I got 2 dads. That's so cool. Hey, but I talk to you a lot more, Dad. You're the only one I talk to every day. Oh gosh, Joe, that's scary. From Miss Southern Belle? That's so wonderful. Oh, Nick, that's awful. I'm so sorry to hear that, but I'm so glad that you're experiencing life in a beautiful way. That's all. I never thought I would have that. When I wanted to not be alive anymore, it was because I didn't think that there was beauty in life without drugs or even with. I just didn't think it was there. I thought it was all sadness. Okay, either way, I'll watch it. If I miss you the first time, I'll catch you on the rebound, Lisa, for I'll watch it. Always know. That one thing that you love doesn't love you back, Joe. It's trying to ruin you. Please don't do that. Your your liver is not going to be doing any favors if you ingest any kind of medicine or chemical. Please don't. Nick, you're amazing. I love having you here. Thank you for spending any of your time with us right here, being such a positive force. I think that's so beautiful. You give me hope. Like, there are such beautiful, amazing, strong people in this world that have gone through so much worse than I could ever hope to go through. And I just keep reminding myself that people handle so much harder things than I've ever experienced with such grace. That kind of stuff gives me hope. Joe, that's actually a pretty fair assessment. I actually think that was pretty witty, Joe Morgan. But I dare say you enjoyed that one thing you love too much, and that's why you all used up all your drinking days already. You can't. It could hurt you. But you know what, Joe Morgan? I understand what you mean. That sounds hopeless. That's an awful place to be in. I think you're kind of a badass for getting this far, Joe. You've been through way harder stuff than me, actually. Your life story is pretty amazing. I really want you to be happy. What? That's ridiculous. No one should shame you for anything in your past, a tattoo or whatever. I love that, Nick. I absolutely think that anyone can change. No matter circumstances can make it absolutely so beyond difficult, but I really believe that there's always a way. Maybe it's not how we think we're going to get there, but we'll get there. I have to believe that. I just have to. It's only a tattoo, bro. Meh. Oh my gosh, you're a beast, Joe. I could never. Dang. That's something I literally couldn't do. I don't do blood. I see blood and I pass out. I'm a wuss. He doesn't like it. It makes him paranoid. He hates it. Right, Joe? He hates the 420. Rev Rashim, how are you? It's so nice to have you here every time. It's really nice to see you. How are you? Thanks for coming. Hmm. Oh, it's not legal there? Oh. Oh, I love that, Ray. I have said this a million times. YouTube has brought so many amazing stories and people into my life. Like I really feel like whoever is up there, whether you call him God or whatever you want to call him, I call him God, puts the right people in the right places most of the time. For me. Oh, you don't hate it? Oh, I see. It's kind of a partnership that you like. Oh my gosh, I really love that, Rev. The best advice that I ever received was from my mom. Never waste the gifts and talents that God has blessed you with. That is such beautiful. I love that. I'm pinning that. That's beautiful. This is why I have my chat replay turned on. I love watching this on mute later and reading the chat, just focusing on it because I miss so much neat stuff. And this sounds so nerdy, but later I will. This is my YouTube book. I will get my little pencil later and I'll be writing down stuff out of here. It's just such, you guys give me a lot of inspiration. Amen, Aries world. I love that. Not me, Joe. Sorry, buddy. I love that, Rev. That is so true. I'm going to have to say, Rev Rashim, I love that. That's one of the things that I've heard today that's going to stick with me. I really love that. That's beautiful. And you know what? I don't hear that. I've never heard that. And I don't find stuff that often resonates that hard with me, but that's going to help me. Well, I'm glad you're getting through the day, Joe. And you know what? Sometimes you just need to say, today sucks. That's how I started quite a few days of my life. No, he cannot. Sorry. I shouldn't speak for you, but please don't, Joe. Oof, I can't imagine. I'm such a lightweight. I've never been into drinking that much. I do dumb stuff when I drink. Like when I was young in my 20s, I would drink because everyone was doing it, and I would just make stupid decisions. So, and then I would get a migraine. So I just never that happy doing it. John P, you're just such a vibe. I'm so glad that you can be here sometimes. You're fun. You guys, John P Adventures is like a really fun channel. He has something of everything. It's like all the stuff that I like to watch. So I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time, and I really only expected to be on a few minutes. I just wanted to let you guys know I had a weird day. I got out of seizure, but I talked to my dad, and it was really a neat day. I didn't want to cry, and I didn't want to be on here too long, but I did both, and I'm glad I did. Woo! Joe likes doing dumb stuff. I always regret it. This show, no. This show, yes. Stony, how are you? I have been in a mental hospital. Um I took 32 Tylenol PMs when I was 21. And they put you in a mental hospital for a couple days for that. Me too. You guys, thanks for talking with me. Hack, how are you? I forgot, Joe. Oh, that's so scary. Stony, how are you, Stony? Stony is one of the most talented music producers I've ever encountered. He lets me sometimes play his music in the background during my trivia live streams. He's really awesome. If you guys have not met Stony Productions, please check out some of his music because it slaps. Like, I've turned a lot of people onto his songs. They're like, this is really good. Thank you so much, Nick. That's like really nice because it's one of those days that you don't really feel that lovely. So that's really nice of you to say. Ooh, they were unamused. Joe, why are you so articulate? Henry Nelson, how are you? It's so nice to see you, buddy. Oh wow. So many great people. I have such a great crew tonight. I'm feeling so blessed. Everyone here is really amazing. You've been chasing cows? That sounds really fun. When I was little, I had a babysitter who lived on a farm, and we would have to sneak from her back door to play in this barn through this pasture of cows. And I was so scared, but they're so cute. I won't play your song. I will play your song. Stony is really amazing. He's a really nice person, too. What's the matter, honey? Come over here. I can help you. You want me to get off of here? Okay, Lola's pissed. She wants me off of here, I think. You want me to come? Okay. Okay, we'll go do something. I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry. They're out of patience with me. Oh my gosh, and you got to round them up? That is so cool. Here's a funny thing you guys don't know about me. I briefly lived on a working cattle farm, and they made me castrate a bull. Yeah, true story. So I like that. Dad, please don't fall. Oh my word, what if they ran over you? I love that, Ray. Oh, get off of him. It's out of his ear. I'm done telling you that. Okay, I'm leaving now, okay? I'm leaving the stream. Okay, guys, they're pissed. They want me to go. I love you guys so much. And this is exactly what I needed. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and letting me talk. I Each one of you here tonight is here for a reason. I just have to tell you that. Thank you so much. Please remember tomorrow. Dad, have a great day, okay? Tomorrow, please just remember to be a little kinder than necessary because you never know what people are going through and it might really make someone's day. It won't cost you anything, will it? It didn't cost anything. Nothing. I'm going to go hang out with my dogs since they just really feel like they need me. I love you guys for being here. Thank you so much. If you want to hear the full story about my dad, you got to rewind. It was a lot of tears, but I love you guys and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you have a great night. All of you new people, you're a vibe. Please come again. I loved this. Give this to Mr. Zoni when you see him. High five. Beep.